What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Just had to hit y'all with something while I was out making a couple of runs. Um, in this day and age that we live in, people have divided themselves into a minimum of two people, but sometimes multiple people. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people have the real you, and then there's the internet you. And we're going to kind of discuss the differences between the two. We got a lot of other dimensions and layers to that, but I ain't going to go into all of that. But in this day and age, with the technology that we have and all of these different social media sites from Instagram, the Facebook, the Snapchat, and all these different ones that they have, it has afforded people with the ability to basically become whatever and whoever they want to become. And I'm going to tell you why this is not good. It's a bunch of reasons why it's not good. Simply because, number one, you should never be ashamed or um, fearful of what you actually are and what position you are in life when you are striving to improve that position. Now, if you just a lazy bum that just not doing nothing, you just sorry, never had no ambition, never had no drive, want to live off other people, then okay, now we put you in a different category. But if you working an honest gig, man, and you're doing the best you can, and right now things may not be where you want it, or you an artist, you an actor, an actress, a model, whatever your occupation is, if it requires you to be active on social media, my opinion is that the best way to present yourself is to present yourself in a way that's 100% reflective of who you actually are. Just be yourself. Long story short, just be yourself. Because it would make me feel a certain way in my own heart if Jay Prince pulls up and I just sneak and run and stand by his Bentley and decide that I'm acting like it's mine. I'm stunting on Instagram or something like that. It's just something in me as a man and as a person that I'm not gonna try to ride the coattail of somebody else's success. I'm gonna try to emulate and get where he is, and that's how you should think. Um, but also, it's not to present a false image. You don't do that. You just don't do it. And the problem is that there's something more to it that makes us have that urge to do that, because these are grown men and women doing it. We talking about people in their 20s on up into their 30s and 40s that will uh, stunt and act like I'm at this fancy hotel, or I'll act like I'm driving this wonderful car. I'll pull out the little money fan and show how much money I got, when really that's just your check you got, and you just cashed it, and you actually getting ready to go pay bills with all that money. And I saw a guy on the internet just last week. He was in front of the bank, just flexing with his money, sitting in his ride, just flexing with his money on live. And then somebody slid right up on him, and they formally introduced themselves to him. And when the introduction was over, his money was gone. And we out here doing that kind of thing because I'm sure he was just focusing and looking right at that phone, reading the comments, people propping him up and gassing him up about how, yeah, boy, you doing it, you doing it. I see you. And all his focus was straight on that phone, and old buddy slid right up on him. And he was shook after that. But the key is, man, that's one of the reasons why you don't do that. Because there are predators out there. There are people out there that are looking for an easy target. And, you don't have to case a neighborhood no more. You can just case the internet. You can just scroll through a timeline and kind of see, okay, what this cat doing, and it's just not wise to do. It's just not wise to do. Also, at the end of the day, what it's rooted in is the fact that a lot of us feel like or felt like we have never received the credit or attention or that we crave or we feel like we should be getting all our life. So we suffer from what my definition of attention deficit disorder is, not the other definition. It's a lack of attention, whether it's growing up or whether it's you've worked hard and you feel like somebody else got the props and you didn't. At the end of the day, we have to feel validated by other people, and we got to get that out of our system. Other people's opinions of you do not make or break you unless you allow them to, unless you put stock into what other folks say about you. Doesn't make or break you. So we should not be striving to impress, for the most part, total strangers. And when I say for the most part, it means because 90% of the people that are in your social media circles, they don't even know you. You know, especially if you're an artist or something like that. They know you, they know who you are, but they don't know you, and you definitely don't know them. You absolutely don't know them. So don't get caught up in trying to impress folks that have no bearing on your life. And I think that we don't give people enough credit, because I found that just being who you are, just being yourself, people seem to respect that more. Because the worst thing to do is to present this image, the real life you and the internet you done split that up, and now you're presenting this image of yourself that's not who you really are. And then somebody see you at the bus stop one day. Somebody see you maybe working on your real gig, which is no dishonor in that. But they see and they like, wait a minute, wasn't you the one capping the other day on Instagram and acting like you was balling and doing all? So it's a bad look for you. We have to be secure in our own personalities and our own positions in life. And whatever your position in life is, if you have a internal determination to grow and get better, then you'll do that if you push. But on the same token, or you'll be in a good position to do it. But on the same token, don't be ashamed of that. And if somebody sees you, oh man, I thought you might have been. Hey, well, not yet. It is what it is. We have men who want to prove that they on top of the game, they're on top of the world. We have women who want to gain attention from showing their bodies off on the internet and things like that. Just be yourself, because you will attract, more times than not, you're going to attract something negative than positive. And we bring that on ourselves when we do that. So turn the real you and the internet you. Get rid of the internet you. Just be yourself. You know, I understand you do videos and things of that nature that may require for you to play a role or present an image. That's fine. That's cool. But if you're on your real life blast, man, and putting pictures and all that, that's not reflective of your lifestyle, cut it out, man. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. I hope this helps somebody. Peace.